Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Primetime Gaming, and we are back with another roster prediction video for Friday, June 30th. So let's get right into the video, starting with the Orioles. We got Mark Trumbo. Hasn't been hitting too many home runs this year. He only has 10, and given that he has 90 and 85 power, we definitely know he has the power, but he hasn't been showing it, so I think he needs a downgrade in power this week. And I think that results in him going down to a 79 overall. Now, for the Red Sox, we got Joe Kelly. He is only a common, but he has been outstanding for them this year with a 1.1 ERA, yet to give up a home run. So he definitely deserves an increase in home runs per 9, hits per 9, and probably Ks per 9 also. I think he gets a significant upgrade to a 78 overall. Now for the Yankees, we got Tyler Clippard. He did get an upgrade at some point, but since he got that upgrade, he has not been pitching well at all. His ERA has skyrocketed up to a 4.70, and he has a 1.3 whip now, so you got to definitely decrease the hits per 9, and I think he's been giving up a good amount of home runs, so you got to decrease that as well. So I think he goes down to a 78 overall. Now for the Rays, we got Corey Dickerson. Here is a gold watch to watch out for this week. He is hitting 344 versus lefties, and I think that definitely warrants an upgrade with that. So I think he gets that upgrade up to a gold at an 85 overall. Now for the Blue Jays, we got Justin Smoak. He has been lights out this year hitting wise. He has been outstanding, hitting 302 with 20 home runs. So give him that. He deserves a pretty significant contact upgrade and some power upgrades. I think it's a solid upgrade to an 82 overall. Now for the White Sox, we got another common who has been pretty damn good this year. Garcia is hitting 298 with a 336 BABIP. Give him some contact upgrades and a slight power upgrade. I think he goes up to a 75 overall. Now for the Indians, we got Jose Ramirez. This is a card that might be worth investing in. He has been incredible this year, hitting 323 with 12 home runs. He deserves some contact versus left. I think he's hitting a little bit above 300, so he could definitely get some contact versus left. And he does have those 12 home runs, which I think is more than deserving of a power upgrade. So I think he could go up to an 88 overall. Now for the Tigers, we got Justin Verlander. Not been his dominant self this year. He has a 4.47 ERA with a 1.45 whip. I think he goes down to an 86 overall with a decrease in hits per 9 and walks per 9. Now for the Royals, we got another gold watch, Eric Hosmer. He has been outstanding the last 2 months. Had a tough start to the season, but now he's got it going. He is hitting 304 versus lefties, so I think he deserves an upgrade versus lefties in contact, and I think that gets him up to a gold and an 85 overall as well. Now for the Twins, we got a downgrade for them. Hector Santiago with a 5.37 ERA and a 1.43 whip. Definitely deserves a downgrade. Hits per 9, walks per 9. I think he goes down to a common at a 67 overall. Now for the Angels, we got Ben Revere. Known for contact hitting wise, but hasn't been producing that this year. Only a 217 average, so decrease that. I think it goes down to a 73 overall. Now for the Athletics, we have a little bit of a resurgence in a player in Ryan Madson. Once was dominant, and he's starting to get back to that with a 2.35 ERA and a 0.95 whip for the A's. I think he goes up to a silver with an 80 overall. Now for the Mariners, we got Nick Vincent, continuing to do well for them. He has a 1.76 ERA and a 1.01 whip. So give him some hits per 9 upgrades and some walks per 9 upgrades. I think he goes up to an 82 overall. Now for the Rangers, we have got Keone Kela, another relief pitcher who has been incredible this year. The Rangers haven't been known for that, but this guy is actually producing for them. He has a 2.64 ERA and a 0.88 whip. Give him some hits per 9 upgrades, and I think he goes up to an 81 overall. Now for the Astros, we got Josh Reddick. He has been a good veteran presence in their locker room as well as on the field, hitting 296 with a 493 slugging. So I think you can definitely increase the contact first left, and I think that gets him up to a silver and an 80 overall. Now for the Braves, we got a downgrade for Julio Saharan. He has a 5.3 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP. Give him some decreases into the hits per 9, walks per 9, and I think he goes down to a 79 overall. Now for the Marlins, we got another gold watch. Not sure if this will happen, but I think it could. Justin Bour. He has a 293 average and 18 home runs. 293 average seems to me a little bit low for 67 contact and 66 versus left. So I think he could get an upgrade in those contact stats to put him up to a gold, but it'll only be a slight upgrade to an 85 overall. Now for the Nationals, we got Max Scherzer, and I think he's starting to take the role as the best pitcher in the major leagues. He has been that dominant this year. He has a 2.06 ERA and a 0.78 WHIP. Give him some hits per 9 upgrades, walks per 9, and I think he goes up to a 95 overall to match Chris Sale. Now for the Mets, we got Jose Reyes. He's been struggling this year, only a 193 average, and I think he deserves some decreases in those contact stats. That'll put him down to a bronze at a 77 overall. Now for the Phillies, we got Jared Eichhoff. He's been struggling with a 4.93 ERA and a 1.53 WHIP, so definitely deserves some hits per 9 and some walks per 9 downgrades. I think he goes down to a 77 overall. Now for the Cubs, we got Mike Montgomery. The lefty veteran has been pretty damn good for them this year with a 2.03 ERA, so definitely warrants an upgrade. Give him some hits per 9 and some walks per 9. I think he gets up to a 79 overall. Now for the Reds, we got Rafael Iglesias. Since transforming into a closer, he has been dominant with a 1.69 ERA and a 0.94 WHIP. So again, we got to give him some per 9 upgrades. I think he goes up to an 87 overall. Now for the Brewers, we got Eric Sogard. He's been outstanding this year when he's got opportunities. He's hitting 350 with a 520 slugging, so definitely deserves some contact and a pretty good power upgrade. I think he could go up to a 77 overall. Now for the Pirates, we got Andrew McCutchen. Rough start to the year, but it looks like the old Andrew McCutchen is starting to come back. He's back up to a 272 average and a 14 home runs. So give him some contact versus right and some power versus right. I think he goes back up to a gold at an 85 overall. Now for the Cardinals, we got Kolten Wong. Since he's come back from the minor leagues, it seems like he's started to find himself again with a 301 average and a 352 BABIP. Definitely give him some contact upgrades. The power has not been there though, so just a slight upgrade to a 79 overall. Now for the Diamondbacks, we got Zach Goodley. He has been really good for them as a starting pitcher with a 2.53 ERA and a 1 WHIP. So definitely give him some hits per 9 and some walks per 9. And I think he could get a significant upgrade to a 79 overall. Now for the Rockies, we got Mark Reynolds. He's hitting 299 with 19 home runs. Definitely warrants an upgrade. Give him some contact versus lefties and some power versus lefties, as well as possibly a little bit versus righties. And I think he goes up to an 83 overall. Now for the Dodgers, we got Sergio Romo. Just not what he used to be. He has a 5.7 ERA and a 1.27 WHIP. Definitely give him some downgrades in hits per 9 and walks per 9. And I think he goes down to a 78 overall. Now for the Padres, one of the few bright spots for them has been Brad Hand. He has a 2.59 ERA and a 1.01 WHIP. Very solid lefty, and I think he deserves another upgrade. Give him some per 9 upgrades, and I think he goes up to his 83 overall. Lastly, for the Giants, we got Brandon Crawford. He's been struggling at the plate this year, Only a 238 average. Really struggling this month especially. So I think he deserves some contact downgrades. Still a great fielder, but the contact has not been there for him this year. So I think you go down to an 86 overall. That'll be it for the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.